Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Gemini, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official Instagram and TikTok, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Gemini, I hope that you're doing well. These are general readings, but they do have a theme in that they're all about what's going on in your dreams, dream messages. So I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. The first one is the Dream Decoder deck for the overall energy, and then the tarot portion of your reading will be Mystic Mondays. Mystic Mondays. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Angel Spirits Guides, what messages do you have regarding Gemini's dreams? Gemini, I feel like I got this card for you. I mean, a long time ago when I used it. I haven't used this deck very often, but I could be making that up. But it's work. Work. Not surprisingly, since most of us spend so much time working, dreams about work are common. So this could be a recurring theme for you. I mean, I certainly dream about work. It's weird that, you know, I sometimes dream about old work, like jobs, not even my current job, but a job that I had a job ago, and it's so strange. Sorry, the light just dramatically changed outside. So, and it's always so strange. It's kind of like our jobs become somehow so ingrained in our psyche, and it starts to kind of mess with your head a little bit. It messes with your identity a little bit. Who am I with this job? Who am I without it? So that feels a little existential crisis-like. I don't know, you could be resonating with that. Are you having a change of heart or about a particular job that you have right now? Are you thinking about making a move? Because Spirit's kind of bringing that out. Are you thinking about moving jobs, moving locations? I just recently, and when I say recently, I mean like yesterday, from the time I'm filming this, had to say goodbye to a dear coworker, a dear friend, who is off just absolutely owning life right now. His next move is a promotion, and it's absolutely stunning for him, and I'm so happy, but it's so bittersweet. And oh, did I cry. I cried. I gave a speech, and I almost got through the whole thing, and like 2 sentences away, I just lost it. Like embarrassing, like ugly cry. And then somebody took a picture of it, and then he sent it to me, and he goes, "This is my favorite picture." He's such a jerk. But I'm so proud of him, you know. And he was asking me to find boxes for him so he could pack up all his things. And so that's why Spirit is giving it to me. Like, I'm looking at these plants and I'm like, oh, are you packing up your belongings? And it's not like I'm not predicting this. I'm just seeing this as a thought in somebody's mind. You're considering it if you haven't already. It would be your choice. It's not being forced out. I mean, maybe in the sense that you're unhappy and it's kind of like forcing yourself out. But I see this, you know, everybody kind of in their own space, like not talking to one another, not interacting with each other, just staring at our screens. What did we do without computers? What did people do? What did people do for a living? Did life just move so much slower? Right? It's almost like we've become beholden to these things. This could be, you know, I'm feeling that existential crisis vibe, but not existential, and more just like kind of professional existential crisis. And maybe you're not having a crisis at all. Maybe you were having a crisis and things are becoming clearer to you. I mean, Gemini, you're of two minds, right? So you can see different sides to the same scenario and make a case for them. You could be doing that right now, kind of making a pros and cons list, weighing your options. This deck is so strange. The illustrations are not, they're kind of strange to me. The perspective here, you know what it reminds me of? You know how they're like the telemarketer scams or just the scammers and they're always in some other country, and then somebody like hacks them and they can look at they can tap into their CCTV feed in these like warehouses where all these people are kind of trying to scam others around the world, and then like they like hack into their CCTV systems and they're looking at the people trying to, it's like you're scamming the scammers kind of thing. There's something about that. You're trying to outwit the competition, Spirit just said. And we always want to make sure that we're doing things on the up and up, right? You don't want to be shisty or have any misrepresentation of ourselves. Never. But Gemini are very, very strategic and analytical. And I feel as though you're using that prowess that you have to make it work for you. I'm going to pull 3 cards for the base spread. This is a shorter reading. Please let me know if you like the shorter readings as opposed to the longer ones. My longer ones are usually about 30 minutes. I'm going to try to keep this one under 20. I'm trying to keep it under 15, just because, you know, people want to watch, but they also have lives, and maybe they don't want to be looking at screens for too long either. Right? So you let me know in the comments what you feel about that, or anything else in the reading. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, Spirit doesn't make mistakes when I pull cards. I've always said that, and I stick to it. First card up, 5 of Cups. Now, not a big fan of the 5s. If you've watched my channel for a minute, I hate 5s. 5s are, I hate them so much because they're always in between cards. They're always sticky energies. 5 of Cups is feeling sorry for ourselves, feeling, you know, in some cases depressed, left out, just left alone to our own devices, just, and not wanting to be, you know, wanting to be a part of something. And maybe that's why I'm feeling all this energy of you weighing your options, because, you know, maybe at your place of work or some place where you spend a lot of your focus, you've been either ignored, overlooked. Maybe you've been overlooked for promotion or raises, bonuses. You don't feel appreciated. That's this energy. You don't feel like, you know, and we don't live to, and some people do, but we're not trying to live to get other people's approval or validation all the time. But we like to know that we're doing a good job when we're working hard and we're investing in something. Every once in a while, it's nice for somebody to say, hey, Gemini, I see you. Good work. Here's a $10,000 raise because we value you and we appreciate what you do. Right? Wouldn't everybody like that? So whatever this situation is, it's making you feel as though there are 3 spilled cups on the ground and you're just kind of staring at them like, okay, well, here we are in this situation, and do we want to continue in this situation? I think somebody is coming towards you. I feel like somebody kind of knows. Somebody knows that you are on the fence with your commitment to a workplace scenario. I'm really, if this doesn't resonate with you, it might not be your reading, but I really am picking up on workplace scenario, job scenario, that there will be an offer made to you that will be very enticing, whether from within your organization or outside of it. This just happened to a friend of mine, another work friend of mine, who just got offered an amazing opportunity to not leave the company, but, you know, divert her attention to another department. And it's just, it hits all the buttons. It's a wonderful opportunity. And so, you know, they made her an offer she couldn't refuse, right? To quote The Godfather, that movie might mean something to you. Marlon Brando, Al Pacino, right? Knight of Cups is a person of action, and they're authentic. It's in the upright. An authentic offer, an authentic gesture. It feels good. You're gonna have to think about it. Maybe it's already maybe it's already on your desk, and you're just having to contemplate it. Maybe that's why you're writing the pros and cons list. It's interesting, right? When we feel unhappy with our jobs and we were like, well, it wouldn't be like this in another company. It's kind of like, yeah, it would. Like, unless you're really kind of entrepreneurial and working on your own, working for a company, a corporation, other people, you're always going to encounter situations where you're not getting along with somebody, you disagree on the approach to a problem, to solving a problem, you don't have enough money, you don't have enough support, you don't have enough ideas, there's too little time, there's always something, right? So, but I do see somebody coming to you with something really enticing. I'm going to ask Spirit what it is. Can I have a clarifier? Thank you for the Knight of Cups. For the Knight of Cups. What is this offer, please, Spirit? Okay. That's too many. Like 5 cards came out. I can't take all 5. Just one card, please, Spirit. Unless you don't want to tell me. Oh, here we go. Number 12 in reverse, the Hanged Man. Major Arcana, the Hanged Woman, rather, in this deck. Virgo and Pisces energy, but you got it in reverse. Whatever this is, they're not telling me exactly what it is. Whatever this is, you're no longer stuck. I just had somebody yesterday tell me that they were feeling stuck. I'm stuck here. And I had to say, are you stuck here, or is your mind making you stuck here? Your mindset, your outlook. Maybe we can reframe it. Right? You always want to look at these cycles of negativity in your life and ask yourself, am I continuing the narrative? Do I continue to say I'm stuck? Or do I say I'm working on myself to prepare myself for the next opportunity? And in the meantime, I'm here learning as much as I can. So whatever this offer is, it will unstick you from something that you've been telling yourself you've been stuck in for a long time, which is a good feeling. It feels like freeing. The last card out in the spread, 6 of Cups in reverse. The Spirit really wants to harp on the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups is usually a card of nostalgia, looking back to the past with fondness, with rose-tinted glasses. Oh, things, you know, it's that glass half full, glass half empty. The grass is greener on the other side that I was just talking about. There's a part of us that sometimes that when we're fed up with our job, oh, it'd be so much better at another company. And then we get to the other company and we think, oh man, it was so nice where I had it before. I look back on that and man, we had some good times, right? But it's like all the while forgetting, like, no, I hated it there. Sometimes I have to, there's a specific friend I'm thinking about. I have to, you know, she kind of jumped from the frying pan into the fire. And sometimes she gets really nostalgic for that old job, and I have to remind her, do you remember? Do you remember what it was actually like when you were there? And she's like, no, you're right. You're right. We don't want to go back to the past. And that's what this card is telling me, that like, whatever it is that you decide, you're not making a repeat. You're not repeating the past. What's amazing, though, for your advice from Spirit, you got the Eight of Pentacles. This literally is the card of work, of diligence, of where do we invest the majority of our time, effort, energy, and resources. Often it can talk about work. It can talk about side projects that we really focus on, something where we just focus the majority of our attention. Spirit is saying, don't give up the diligence. Don't be complacent. In whatever scenario you find yourself in, be committed to it. You know, it's like you might not like a certain situation, but it could be temporary while you're there. Get everything out of it that you can. Be your best self. Be the light of that place. Because that only, you know, it's not to say I'm going to take on all the work and be everybody's savior. That's not what I'm saying. Just saying that we can be someplace and be completely disgruntled. But that's also a choice. If you, and this, look, I've been on both sides of the coin. I've been in this place of absolute gratefulness for my job. And I've been in the place where there was a resignation letter typed up, sealed in my bag every single day to remind me that I had a choice. I've been in both scenarios, so I get it. But I'm also of the thinking now that we create our reality. The Spirit is kind of giving me a little bit of magician vibes with this. Create your reality, but be committed to it. Invest in it. I'm going to pull one more card for that advice. Two of Cups, beautiful. Consult your higher self. Be in a space of solitude and quiet for a while. Drown out all of the thoughts and kind of racing ideas so you get to this place of quietness, and then the downloads start to come in. Your intuition starts to kick in. Messages become clearer and clearer and clearer when we connect to our higher self. And isn't this so such a beautiful representation for the sign of the twins, right? This represents counterparts, but it's such a beautiful symmetry for you, Gemini. So that's your reading, Gemini. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Gemini.